It doesn't form a wood with men. Do you agree or not? Let's. Okay. How do? What do you mean you don't know? Okay. Let's see. Okay. There's another issue now. There's another issue. That woman with four partners gets pregnant, right? All four of them, they need the woman. She gets 6 months. Wait. She has a stomach.
Yep.
Right? And now all three, the other three, they want to have her, right?
In 6 months?
Yeah, no. After 6 months. Let's say before 6 months, they made an agreement, they came together, they agreed to some terms, and they agreed, right? Now for 3 months, obviously it's not, you know the details. You don't want me to get grim. You don't want me to get grim, right? I'm giving you practical reasons why it's not practical. Why it's not practically possible for a woman to successfully have 4 partners unless those partners are Buddhist monks, right? And they are completely in harmony with each other, and they have taken injections of peace and harmony, right? And they're not gonna because if they have jealousy, if they have passion for their woman, if they want to have her every day, like many men do, right? There is no peace there. That one woman will become a cause of destruction, wars, killing, GBH, ABH, all of that put together. And you know what I'm talking about. So it's not practical for one woman, let me speak. It's not practical because she's having menstrual cycles, right? So 7 days are gone in a month. Okay. So those 21 days left for those 4 men.
What about
right?
One
and every single one of them wants to have her on every single day. Right?
One man can have red week.
Sorry?
One man could have the red week. One man could have the...
And wait, if all 4 men want to have the woman on the same day, and they want to have her, I mean, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. Because these questions are coming up, and we have to, and each and every single one of them wants to have her like 2 or 3 times a day. Some men do, right? They love their wives, they feel passionate about them, right? So let's say all 4 of them are equally passionate. What's going to happen to the woman? What's going to happen to the woman? A woman alone, she is alone, she has 4 partners, 4 men, all of them healthy, gym-going guys, having pumping, not steroids, but maybe supplements and all that, right? All of them want the woman in one day, and every single one of them wants to have her multiple times. What's going to happen to the woman? You tell me.
Should be shacked out.
What's going to happen to the woman? You tell me. But if you reverse it, no, not knackered. Come on. And if this continues every day for a month, what's going to happen to the woman? So now, reverse it. Reverse it. Okay. A man has 4 wives. Okay. Naturally speaking, right? He can go all, I mean, if he's healthy, if a man is healthy, right, he doesn't have any problems, he can go all 4 of them in one day and satisfy them.
Yeah?
Yes.
Can he satisfy them, all 4 of them 3 times a day?
The machine.
Possible. It's possible. It's possible with some men.
So it's possible.
Not every day.
I assure you, if you're talking about naturally, women can have more sex than men.
Definitely.
Okay.
Simply.
Okay.
So that refutes your point, and to be honest, it's a bit of a cul-de-sac.
No. I'm what I'm saying is, naturally or generally speaking, every day for 1 month with 4 men, I want you to think justly and think.
What do you think sex workers do?
I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't like to think. I wouldn't like to
What if
think.
the woman has economic purchasing power, so she's paying that man to be there?
And what happens to them in 2-3 months?
Well,
what happens to them?
for years.
Okay.
But anyway,
I mean, if you go and read journals. I mean, the very good point you made. Pornography actors, these women, right? Go and check them out. Look at the kind of medical problems they have.
Well,
have you read on them? Have you read?
They have got particular
okay,
men.
So
particular men.
you see. So practically speaking,
listen. This is basically what you're describing. Is you're saying naturally, but actually you're not using that definition in a realistic way when you're actually mixing biology.
Look,
wait.
We have many reasons.
Biology and sociology, and you're misrepresenting But what you're actually misrepresenting is you're justifying a system of one man having 4 wives.
No, I'm not. I'm saying when it's needed,
What I'm saying is that
when
you're
it's needed.
justifying that thing. You're saying that that it won't work the other way around, but you're giving kind of misinformation about that.
How?
Because you said about having so many, the woman having so many men per day. Isn't it ruled in Islam about how many of your wives you can sleep with in a day?
No, there's no
There
rules.
isn't. You
No.
can sleep with
What about in
Yeah.
Christian?
Isn't it-
What
isn't
about in
it-
Christ?
Yeah.
Can you do that in Christendom?
I don't know.
But if God made
In,
it, hold on,
in,
hold on,
in
hold on,
Islam,
hold on.
in Islam, wives have rights.
If God made the world in 7 days
I'm
and he
not
had 1 day's
Christian.
rest, could a Christian take 6 wives?
I'm not Christian. So the thing with
But so
with-
why attack Islam?
I'm talking to a Muslim. I would attack Christian.
Okay, so you would attack a religion? Is that your general?
No, he's not attacking. We're having a conversation. We're having a
How are you
conversation.
Jesus Christ if you're not a Christian?
No, he's having a conversation.
I'm
He's
having
not.
a conversation
Yeah,
to
yeah,
clarify
yeah. It's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm not attacking.
Yeah, no, he's not attacking. No.
So the point you didn't answer, because I think you're a bit mislaid with the number, but statistically, what's going to happen to society when there are a lot of men who are, because of perhaps low status or community, whatever reason, on one level or another, are left single? What happens in that kind of society when you've got a bigger
When men are left single,
Yeah.
we have societies like that.
Yeah.
We have places like Lebanon,
Yeah.
Jordan,
Yeah.
where it's very, very high. So we have an increasing number of men who are left because of culture, not because of religion. Because religion encourages to get married as soon as possible with as little as possible. That's what religion, Islam encourages, so that there is less corruption in the society, right? First and second and third, all. Okay, when you are able to do all four, when you're able to do so, right? But we have societies like that, and because of these actions, or because of these cultures and these cultural norms, right? Social ills are spreading.
So what happens in those high individual
Adultery,
men who aren't married?
adultery is widespread. Rape also happens.
Yeah.
Sexual frustration is high
Yeah.
because youngsters are not able to get married
Yeah.
when they should,
Yeah.
and there are problems like that. And this is happening in Muslim lands. Indeed, it's also happening in India.
So-
India has the same problem.
Sure.
It's happening in places like
So what you started, just to bring you back, is that you said that
mostly in conservative societies.
what you started was saying that Islam and the structure of Islam is a good solution to some of the problems such as rape and aggression, because it cuts out things like alcohol.
100%.
And drugs,
That's what I'm
whatever.
saying.
However,
It's preemptive. It's preemptive and
but
preventative.
What I'm saying is intrinsic into that kind of marriage structure actually causes more chance of the type of other types of social
No, it doesn't.
strife that you
You haven't shown me anything. Well, for example,
Well, you
what?
haven't shown me
Yeah.
a perfect Muslim society.
It never existed.
Right. So-
It will never exist because the law is perfect. The people are not. So the way people, what you do is you get close to perfection. You can aim to get close to perfection, and you can have a good society with good moral values and good system. But it will never be a utopia. It will never be perfect, and we never claim perfection.
Part of the moral.
I'll give you an example. Saudi Arabia.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
part of the moral fabric of Islam in the fact that you can have those owned, possessed by your right hand, i.e. the wives.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. I was just making that point.
Yeah.
That it was a moral structure that Islam gave that suited potentially the 6th, 7th century
And beyond.
and maybe beyond as well.
Yeah.
But also describes, as Muhammad says, is that the first caliph is the greatest Muslim caliph. So that is the kind of, maybe you're saying it's not perfect, but it's the best it could be at that time. No, not at any time.
As best as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Okay, because humans are not perfect. The law may be, The law may, and law can never be applied fully 100% because humans are not perfect. Humans will make.
Law.
Yeah, sorry?
It's God's law.
Yeah, God's law is perfect because it's God's law, right? And it is humans who are applying the law.
God knows us perfectly.
Yes.
And that's why He made those
And
laws.
God,
So
this is
those
why.
laws must be able to be applied perfectly.
First of all, let me explain. God does not expect perfection from us. He has told us, you are weak. You are not perfect. You will make errors. In fact, the Prophet Muhammad told us the most humans, all humans in fact, he said, Kullu bani Adam khata wa khairul khata'in at-tawwabun. He said, all the children of Adam are sinners, all. And the best of sinners are those who repent. So we have been given this view of life, which is not perfectionist, but which is basically ambitious, which is very ambitious in the sense that we want to attain excellence. We may never be perfect, we have been told. We will never get to perfection, but we will attain excellence. We can have excellence.
But Muhammad said that everything is just descending.
Yeah.
It's getting worse and worse and worse. His Khalif was the best, and the next one after that was better. It was not as good, and the next third
Khalif
one,
is not important. The system is.
The system
Individuals are not important. The system must stand. So long as the system lasts, and system means moral values that guide economy, that guide society, that guides military policy, that guides family policy, that guides treatment of children, treatment of parents, treatment of neighbors, treatment of environment, treatment of animals, treatment of trees, even your agriculture, policies that guide all of these things in life. Okay, this is the system. So long as the system is followed, you will prosper. And if you don't follow the system,
no one has been able to follow that system. As
we got close to it. We created.
Yes, no one has been able to do that.
100%, absolutely agreed. But we got close to.
Because I think the system, if followed by the most learned people in the most purest way, can work. But actually, one of the biggest difficulties in any religion or any system is how prone it is to corruption. So if something is done in the most highest way, you could say idealistically, this is God-given and brilliant. However, if systems are prone to corruption, or in fact are corrupted, then the more power they have, the more dangerous they are.
It depends how corruption comes in. If the system is corrupted, or altered, then that corruption is dangerous. But if people become corrupted and they are not following the system properly, then they can be fixed. They can be guided, they can be reformed, right? A system that is God-given cannot be reformed. Why? Because it's God-given. God has given you the system, for example, it cannot be altered. And this is why we the Muslims, we believe the law that comes from God cannot be changed. Our moral values cannot change with time and with age, right? Or with lands. No, they shouldn't. Because men, humans, who are changing with times, with weather or with lands, they keep making mistakes and we keep having disasters. With our system, we haven't had those problems. Like, let's take 20th century as an example. It was the worst and the bloodiest century in human history. Why? Because men took control of human affairs. Men dictated and guided policies for societies. And then we had Nazism, we had communism, we had fascism, we had capitalism, and lo and behold, our world today, right?
What was wrong? Can I just ask you, what was wrong with the fact that Hitler and the Nazis killed so many Jews? What was wrong with that?
That was morally wrong.
Why was it morally wrong?
Because you're killing innocent people.
Why did he kill them?
That's irrelevant.
It isn't irrelevant because he killed them because of their religious belief. Would you agree?
No,
By definition.
not necessarily.
By
No,
definition,
he
that's
probably
what
killed them because he was racist. Hitler was a racist.
Well, because they were Jewish, though.
No, Hitler killed gypsies as well. He was killing gypsies as well.
He did kill lots of other
Yeah,
people.
so he was racist.
But
He believed in a pure Germanic race,
He may have
the
been-
Aryan race.
He may have been racist.
Yeah.
He may have been racist, but he also killed them because they were Jews. Okay? So you think it's in no way acceptable to kill someone because of their religious beliefs?
Absolutely.
However, Allah is going to not only kill people because of their religious beliefs, he's going to put them in hell for eternity. because-
Allah is the creator.
Yeah.
Allah, we humans.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I didn't ask you about humans. I said, is there any justification
Now,
for killing
now,
someone?
now I'm gonna
because of
answer.
their religious
I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question.
The system under society is
The rules for the creator are different to the rules for the creation.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Sorry?
Do what
No,
I say, not
no,
what I do.
not as a creator. No,
Genocide. I kill people in the flood.
no, that's not genocide. It's in eyes. That's justice.
Oh.
So when sorry guys, when Allah has put the rules down, that these are the rules. You follow these rules, you will prosper. You go against them, you will be punished. Right? It's like any.
This is for Muslim or non-Muslim?
For everyone. For everyone. The rules have been set down for everyone. So your creator has given you rules to live by. Those rules do not apply to the creator because he's not a creation. He is the creator. He gives the rules. He doesn't follow them. He gives the rules, right? So when he has
doesn't follow them.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't need to follow them. He's perfect.
You're a father.
The creator doesn't need to follow rules because he's
So
perfect.
If I emulate the perfect creator, and
No, you don't
kill-
emulate. You can never be like him
Well, I mean, you try to be merciful. You try to be merciful
because he
like
commands
Allah.
us. Because he commands us to do so. Yeah, he commands us to be merciful, to be generous,
Do
to
you
be
understand
kind,
you're being
to be truthful.
selective about what qualities that humans should follow in Allah. So
No.
Allah says, be merciful.
No.
Kind.
We don't follow qualities in Allah. We follow qualities He.
Believe in me, or I will burn you in hell forever.
That's fine.
So it's not
That's
free
his
will.
choice.
It's
No.
not my choice, though, is it?
No, it's not your
my
choice.
choice.
I'll tell you why. If your creator exists and he's a reality, if he's a reality, then that's the way he is. That's one thing. You have to understand something, yeah? First question is, does he exist? The first question is, does he even exist? Are we just believing in fairy tales? Okay? Or he exists. If he does exist, then he is all powerful, all wise. Why is he all wise? He's all wise because of what he created. Wait, let me.
just challenge the wisdom.
Yeah.
In fact, what you're saying is that anything that he does is right. That's not the same thing as wisdom.
Okay, no problem. Let me continue. He is all wise beyond our comprehension because the power and the wisdom he has, we will never comprehend because we are very limited with our knowledge, our wisdom, our age, our experience, our perceptions and our conceptions. We are very, very limited by the nature we have, right? The creator is not like that. His wisdom and his power is immense, beyond our imaginations. How do we know that? We look at the solar system, it's mathematically designed. The sun is 93 million miles away, and yet we receive the exact amount of heat, light, and radiations for our existence. If the sun is moved from its constant, from where it is today, we would either freeze to death or burn to death. Okay?
We wouldn't be here, would we?
Thank you. So 93 million miles away, placed in the right.
Trillion of
other
solar
galaxies.
systems.
Yeah. Let's
And,
talk about the one we have.
You know, it's the watchmaker argument.
No, it's not.
It
No.
kind of-
Let me make my argument. We talk about what we see and what we experience, not something we don't know, right? Because what we don't know is infinity, right? What we do know is finite and limited. So the solar system is in front of us. We can see it. That 93 million miles away, this burning ball of fire has been placed at a spot where it will give us enough energy, light, radiations for our existence. You move it from its spot, from its constant, we will cease to exist. So what does that tell us? That tells us that the one who planted it there has two qualities. At least two
You're
qualities.
making a supposition that it was planted throughout that discussion.
I'm making a supposition for a reason, right? Because this is not an accident. 93 million miles away, a burning ball of fire, a giant burning ball of fire, so big that one of those flares that we can see right now on the surface, right now, look at it, right now it's burning. One of those flares is equivalent to 200 billion atomic bombs. One of those flares is equivalent to 200 billion atomic bombs.
we understand
Okay,
this.
right. So
We don't need
that's
to
immense energy.
emphasize.
That's energy beyond our imaginations. And yet it has been planted, placed, or it fell into its place by accident. There was an accident. There are two options. There is no third option. Either it fell into its place by accident and here we are, or it was planted. There is no third option. The first option, that it fell in its place, is absolutely impossible. Logically, it's impossible. It doesn't make sense. It cannot happen. Why? Because there are a lot more things about our planet Earth that seem to be planted and designed or planned than the second option, or the first option rather, which is an accidental production, an accidental.
You know, the difficulty, sorry, Adnan, I do understand what you're saying, but the difficulty of what you're saying is that you're going into, a description with a whole set of suppositions ahead of that.
100%. So what's wrong with the suppositions if they're true?
Well, that's the question. Is
Yeah.
how true are they?
Because we can observe. We can observe. We can calculate.
No,
We have the means to
you
calculate.
can calculate all those things, but what we're talking about is there is the creator God